Binge the full week of The Ray Taylor Show ad-free over at inspireddisorder.com/plus.
This is The Ray Taylor Show.
Welcome to The Ray Taylor Show, where I bring you the reviews of the latest movies and TV shows, as well as classic and foreign films. I'm your host, Ray Taylor, and on this podcast, I'll be talking about all things film and television. Whether you're looking for a new show to binge or want to know if that blockbuster is worth the trip to the theater, or just want to hear my thoughts on a classic or foreign film, I've got you covered. So join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for new episodes, and let's dive into the world of film and television together. On today's episode, I am talking about Addams Family Values, which came out in 1993, directed by Barry Sonnenfeld, written by Charles Addams and Paul Rudnick. This stars Anjelica Huston, Raul Julia, Christopher Lloyd, Joan Cusack, Christina Ricci, among many others. In this movie, the Addams family try to rescue their beloved Uncle Fester from his gold-digging new love, a black widow named Debbie. I loved the first film, The Addams Family, reviewed it last week. Really fun film, kind of put on, great background movie. I love this film even more. I do. I loved it more than the first film. The story in this are a little bit more fun, I would say, than the first one. I mean, they're both great, a great 1-2 punch, but I would say I enjoy the heights that this one goes to. I enjoyed a lot more, as opposed to the first film where it's all about like people trying to steal from the Addams family and zany things happen. The plot is kind of useless. In this one, I found it to be a lot more interesting, a lot more fun. I love the addition of Joan Cusack. I love her character in this as Debbie, the Black Widow. So much fun. And, of course, the camp scene with Wednesday and Pugsley, amazing. A great Thanksgiving movie, I would say. I don't know all of the Thanksgiving movies that there are, but this one, especially that Thanksgiving play they put on, I think is probably one of the best things. Like, truly what should be happening, what we should be thinking about are the devastation that is been candy-coated to be some kind of joyous holiday. But aside from that, I had a lot of fun with this movie, just as I did with the first movie. I love the addition of Joan Cusack. I love her character. Also, the addition of the baby that they have. A great scene to open this movie with Morticia giving birth. Hilarious. And then also seeing the kids trying to murder the new baby. Sending the kids to camp is great. And like I said, a great Thanksgiving movie. A lot more of Thing as well. There was a lot of the transitions in this movie from one scene to the next have to do with Thing. We just see Thing doing a lot of stuff in this. I have a feeling like after the first movie, people loved the effect of Thing, the disembodied hand, and Barry Sonnenfeld's like, well, we're just going to do some fun stuff with Thing. We're going to have Thing ride on a roller skate in the hallway for no reason. We're going to watch Thing run down hallways from one room to another. We're going to see Thing drive a car somehow. But a lot more Thing in this, it felt like. But great movie. I do want to talk about spoilers. So, I mean, if you haven't seen this movie from 1993, now is your chance. You should definitely check it out. I think they're both on Paramount Plus. But great movies. Like, these are movies that they're classic, right? The definition, capital C classics, these two movies. They're funny. I love the sense of humor. I love all of these actors in these roles. I think they're all pitch perfect. Every single one of them is amazing. And it's just so much fun. A lot of funny stuff, a lot of fun, dark humor. And I think this one just does all of the stuff the first one does, but even better. So, spoilers from here on out. This movie starts Like, the first movie kind of jumps around a little bit. Like, the first movie started, like, Christmas time, and then jumps past that, and then ends up at Halloween. This one, you see Fester howling at the moon, which is great, standing on the roof of the house. You have the Gomez arm wrestling thing, which is another aspect of Thing that doesn't make any sense. How Thing's able to drive cars, how Thing is able to arm wrestle. These are magical things I don't understand in the physics of the world that they're living in. Morticia giving birth, great scene. Let's take a short break from this episode. Hey, loyal listeners of The Ray Taylor Show. You know, it's one thing to tune in and engage with the content I personally create for you. But what if I told you there's a way to wear your fandom? Introducing our exclusive line of merchandise, inspired directly by the vibes and visuals of this very podcast. From stylish t-shirts that'll make you stand out in the crowd, to our eco-friendly, biodegradable phone cases adorned with artwork inspired by the show. You can now carry a piece of the Ray Taylor Show wherever you go. Whether you're looking to make a fashion statement or protect your phone with some flair, or simply want to show off your love of the show, our merchandise has got you covered. Ready to rock our gear? Head on over to inspireddisorder.com and get yours today. Wear the show, be the vibe. Now let's get back to the show. The Wednesday and Pugsley in the waiting room, you have this one girl kind of going over this long, convoluted explanation for where babies come from, and Wednesday just dead-eyes her and says, our parents had sex. Great opening, great thing. Of course, Morticia giving birth is just like the calmest could be. A lot of fun stuff. A lot of fun transitions with Thing in the hospital, slapping the baby on its bottom when it gets born and by accident after being thrown out. Just a lot of fun stuff with Thing in the hospital. And then we see the roller skate thing, roller skating in the hallway, which is fun. Has nothing to do with anything, but it's fun to see Thing roller skating like it's a skateboard in the hallway. You have great sibling rivalry. Obviously, we've seen that between Gomez and Fester in the previous film, and again in this one, where they, are wrestling each other and throwing knives at each other and all that stuff. You also saw it with Wednesday and Pugsley in the first movie, constantly trying to kill each other in different ways. But now with the new baby, it's Wednesday and Pugsley versus the new baby, which is a fun little element to it. Them trying to throw the baby off the roof to see if it bounces along with a cannonball. Trying to do all kinds of different things to kill this baby. They try and get nannies, which is a fun little moment, little montage, starting off with like a hippie nanny, then like all the different kind of flavors of nannies until Joan Cusack shows up. And it's funny how Joan Cusack's character is so similarly dark to the Addams family. It really feels like at any point she could be part of the family, which she does. She marries Fester. And it's been so long since I've seen this movie. I was like, does she just get welcomed into the family? Because she is so, like, they love what she does. They love everything about her. So it's such an interesting character to be added. And of course, her plan is to marry Fester and kill him. Like, this would be like her fourth husband or whatever, right? She gets married, kills him, takes his money. That's her plan. And even when she, like, after the interview and, like, the thing has a crush on her and she sucks Thing's finger, very sexy. You have Fester clearly all sexually frustrated, all flustered seeing her, which is fun to see him, like, going crazy. And then you get a bunch of series of events with the kids trying to kill the baby, which is a lot of fun as well. And she somehow convinces the parents to send Wednesday and Pugsley to camp, which of course is great. They go to a camp that's for privileged kids. Like, they're outspoken about how the kids at this camp are privileged. Very over-the-top camp counselors, which is a lot of fun. You have the scene where Morticia, they're on a double date at a restaurant, and Gomez and Morticia are dancing. And as they're dancing, they have a jealousy between the two of them, and it's like kind of a battle dance. Amazing scene. Great set piece, this dance with Gomez and Morticia. And then you have at camp Wednesday telling her ghost story to the girls that, like, it starts with like one of the girls finishing a story and the other girls going like, ooh, like a very fake kind of like, ooh, that's scary. And then Wednesday tells her story, ending with this ghost that changes all of their noses back to what they were before surgery, which freaks all of these privileged girls out who clearly all had nose jobs done. Hilarious. You have the engagement, the bachelor party. They ended up putting the stripper inside the cake before they baked it. So of course the stripper comes out dead inside the cake, which is a fun little joke. The love story between Wednesday and the other outcast at camp, I love as well. Like her attraction to him when she finds out that he's like allergic to everything. Just a cute little love story between Wednesday and this other outcast in camp. And seeing how at camp they try to convert them into nice kids by forcing them to watch Disney movies. I love that as well. Let's take a quick break from the show. Listeners, are you ready to take your experience with the Ray Taylor Show to the next level? Dive into Inspired Disorder Plus. For just $5 a month, you unlock a world of premium content that's sure to satisfy your every entertainment and artistic craving. Imagine enjoying the Ray Taylor Show, a full week completely ad-free in both audio and video formats. But that's just the tip of the iceberg. Get exclusive access to the live painting archive. Be the first to lay your eyes on the new releases from the Many Faces, and enjoy members-only discounts and deals that'll have you coming back for more. With a treasure trove that includes a podcast back catalog boasting 14 unique shows and over 600 episodes, personal insights through Ray Taylor's own blog, that's me, creative writing to spark your imagination, and interactive Ask Me Anything section. Inspired Disorder Plus is a feast for the curious mind. Ready to elevate your entertainment game? Head on over to inspireddisorder.com/plus and become a member of an exclusive club. Dive in, indulge, and inspire your senses. Now let's get back to the show. You have Debbie finally controlling Fester now that they're married, right? And he's finally had sex for the first time. So he's like completely under her control. And she can't kill him, of course, because he's a Fester. He's an Addams. It's just impossible to kill him, right? Even the bomb she tries to use, he comes walking out of the smoke, which is hilarious. And then, of course, somehow Thing can drive. There's a moment where the Addams family goes to the police, and Nathan Lane is like the cop in charge, which I love anytime Nathan Lane shows up in something. Like the frustration that nobody's willing to help, even though she's legitimately the Black Widow. And she's legitimately, there's real cause for them to be thinking about her as a threat. But because of the reasoning they have, it's not. It just sounds like they don't like her because they don't like her. And then, of course, the Thanksgiving play at the camp is where they get justice for the Native Americans. Starting off with the Ida song, which hilarious, right? And then, of course, changing the script so the Native Americans kill all the pilgrims and burn their homes, right, for the future injustices that they are forced to endure being forced to live in reservations and just being treated like garbage, and the genocide that took place. So it's one of the best reasons to watch this movie on Thanksgiving, to really remember we're celebrating a genocide of Native Americans that were here long before the white people showed up to kill everybody. It's definitely this is a much more I would say fitting Thanksgiving Day movie, while also being funny. Their baby turns blonde. Just hilarious, and that making that baby become like the outcast. Previously, it had a mustache, it looked like little baby Gomez, really, and then all of a sudden, it's got blonde, curly hair and like rosy cheeks. Hilarious, and seeing how Morticia trying to, still being accepting of this baby, but now that's the outcast of the home. Really funny. And the end where the Rube Goldberg way, the baby ends up killing Debbie, as like Debbie's talking about all the stuff she did, all the way she killed people, and all the respect that she's getting from the granny and from everybody else. Like, oh yeah, that's actually a good idea. That's how I would have done it. And then to see how the baby ends up ultimately electrocuting her is great. And that Rube Goldberg type of a fashion, really great. So different side plots in this are great. Right, the new baby and the kids trying to kill it, the Black Widow trying to kill Uncle Fester, and failing, then the kids turning the tables at the camp is amazing. All of it was a lot of fun. Right, it's a shame they didn't make more of these movies. I love the cast. I could watch a whole franchise of just the Addams Family and somebody trying to take advantage of them interacting in the real world. So I'm glad we have like Wednesday, the show. That's a great show, but it doesn't really highlight the family as much, but still a great show. And I'm excited to see these more recent animated movies, to see how they stand up. But yeah, I would have loved to have had more of this cast doing more of these movies. It must not have. It seemed like they did well. I know, loving these movies. Everybody loves these movies. I wonder what it was that, I know Raul Julia passed away at some point, but I don't know. It was a lot of fun revisiting both of these movies, and I'm interested to see how the more recent animated films stack up. But I want to thank you all for tuning into this episode of The Ray Taylor Show. I hope you enjoyed my thoughts on Addams Family Values. Don't forget to tune in every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday for more movie and TV show reviews. And join the conversation by leaving a comment or rating on your favorite podcast platform, or over on youtube.com/Inspired Disorder, where all these episodes are available in video form. Until next time, enjoy the show. Subscribe to The Ray Taylor Show on YouTube and everywhere podcasts are found. Binge the full week ad-free over at inspireddisorder.com/plus. Purchase Ray Taylor Show merch over at inspireddisorder.com. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.